class, you mentioned that the story of the come about of Prahlad Maharaj.
Yeah.
Now, just by Hiranyakashipu hearing the name of Vishnu, he was
Right from
he
Nara.
had from a pure devotee. He had a pure devotee progeny as Prahlad Maharaj.
There's a pastime that's called the Garbhadan Samskara Hiranyakashipu. It's in one of the Puranas.
Now, my question is this: we have received, the highest names of Krishna, the Hare Krishna mantra from Srila Prabhupada, another pure devotee.
Mm-hmm.
And as we know, amongst the 10 offenses, we don't put the names of Vishnu equal to the name of Krishna.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it appears here that the names of Vishnu, they've been so powerful and able to produce a pure devotee. But, by us receiving the names of Krishna from Srila Prabhupada, we haven't produced any Prahlad Maharaj. Is the names of Vishnu more powerful than Krishna?
Maybe you have to become like Hiranyakashipu. He was Jai in the spiritual world, so it wasn't just Hiranyakashipu. But I take exception with your conclusion, because there's many wonderful stories. There's one young man, I don't want to go into a long story about him. He's from Croatia. I mean, he was chanting, Rama Samhita, Shri Upanishads, the string of prayers. When he was 5 years old, he knew them all by heart. He chanted. Now he's about 9, he gives classes, he chants Garga Samhitas, and prayers by Gargamuni and so many other things. He knows the money shastras by heart. And he's really an amazing kid. He's only 9 years old. So he's been doing this for about 5 years now, since he was about 4 or 5 years old. So we shouldn't take these children because they're maybe not exhibiting all the qualities of Prahlad at this time. They're very special persons who come to take birth in this. And if they're given good guidance and direction, they become great personalities. They are great. It just takes a little water. Okay. One last question, I think. Yes, Dizzy?
What do we identify with before we are purely realized souls?
Say that again.
Self-realized.
What is the question?
What do we identify with before we are completely self-realized souls?
The body.
I mean, consciously. How do we, for example, when we are, I guess, theoretically, I know that if somebody is a self-realized soul, then even being in a material body, he or she identifies with the soul within, because it's realized. But if we are not, if we're kind of in between, what do we identify with?
So what is the consciousness of one who is on the path but not pure? Is that the question? Well, there's different symptoms. There's 9 stages of bhakti, and each stage is symptomized by certain qualities, characteristics, and activities. That's explained by Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Rupa Goswami first. Nadastra, Sadhusanga, Bhajanuriya. So there are symptoms of each stage.
Do we identify with the symptom?
Well, these symptoms are actually the qualities of bhakti developing accordingly. Bhakti has certain symptoms. So what you identify, well, that's up to you. What you identify with. We can identify, we can look at the deity and see the deity as Krishna, or we can see him as just a representative of Krishna. That's based on your, choice.
I think what she's asking is, but we should identify ourselves as the servant of the spiritual master. The body belongs to Krishna, the mind belongs to Krishna, words belong to Krishna. We're serving Krishna as a servant of Krishna's representatives.
Is that it?
Yes.
Identify with ourselves as serving Krishna, serving the spiritual master.
Practically speaking, identify with our duties.
Our duties are, the different services we perform. Those can change. Anyway, we'll discuss it later. You had a burning question, I know. I don't want to leave you out. Yeah. So this will be the last question, then we definitely have to stop the class. Is that okay, Margaret? One last question.
I can't say that I'm a scientifically minded person. At the same time, there was some confusion. Say, when you prepare the class, quite often you use the laptop, or the way you come to the temple is by car. So actually all of us, we are based on certain scientific achievements and use them as preaching tools. So can we really reject the whole scientific world if we use so many of their devices?
Everyone heard the question? We use so many things like microphones, cars, and computers, and it's all coming from the scientific world. That we reject all this thing, whatever. The problem is that we have no business really trying to, improve these things, but if they are there, we'll use them. He said, we'll use them. It's practical. He said, how can I spread Krishna consciousness around the world if I didn't take help from the airplanes, So we use what the society is called Yukta Vairagya. Ultimately, they're providing this. Actually, everything's coming from Krishna anyway. They're just instruments, that's all. So we take what they formulate and we use it to spread Krishna consciousness, that's all. Everything is Krishna's energy anyway. So our criticism is that their conclusion about what is the actual goal of life and the understanding of how everything works is off. That's what we're criticizing. And that's a valid criticism because they've proven to be wrong constantly. But we can take material things, use them in Krishna's service, and they become spiritualized. That is Krishna consciousness. Okay, thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.